NVIDIA have gone big on AI, providing a lot of the tech and the processing power needed to kind of manage these massive AI tools and engines. And they're also helping game developers, not just in creating amazing graphics for games and stuff, but in this example, bringing AI to NPCs. So putting AI into characters so that as a gamer, your character interacts with these virtual characters that have been created using generative AI. And that's what we're going to check out today. So the idea here is basically, how can you use AI to create realistic NPCs? When you're creating a game, normally what happens is you'll walk into a bar or whatever, like this kind of particular version, which has been put together by NVIDIA and Convi here as an example. This is using, all the latest graphics and stuff like that. And then you've got here basically your character, which is Kai. You're controlling Kai, and then Jin is an NPC character that you need to interact with in this bar scene. Now, normally in gaming, what happens when you interact with a character, an NPC, it has a kind of a number of options of different ways to sort of respond. And that's when, often the conversation thing will pop up and you can choose what you might sort of want to say. So for instance, Cyberpunk, there's often a choice. You might want to say, I don't want to hear anymore, or can you tell me more, or can you tell me more about that character, please? The thing is, if you're a games developer, you have to put in all those possible tree conversations for every single interaction within the game. So if it's a game like Cyberpunk, there are loads and loads and loads of characters that you're going to kind of interact with, which means they have to put a conversation tree in. They have to actually put all that text in that NPC is going to possibly respond to you. And that's going to take a long, long time. So in this example that they've created specifically for this, here you're playing this Kai, this character, and you're going to go up to the NPC character here who's working in the ramen bar. And his name is Jin. And now, obviously, you're going to trigger the conversation as you normally would. So your questions are automatically prompted. That's fine. That's your character. All the conversation that you're going to have is programmed in, and that's easy to do. There's just you. You don't have to worry about all the other characters. Actually, it's Clive from the future here, and I just have to correct that. Your player character text is not scripted. You can actually speak the text in natural language, and the NPC AI will understand what you're saying. You'll see here it's empowered by NVIDIA Riva, which provides automatic speech recognition and text-to-speech capabilities to enable live speech conversation with NVIDIA Nemo. NVIDIA Nemo being the language model powering the AI character, the NPC. So actually, it's not pre-scripted for you as the gaming character. You can talk in natural language, and the AI character will understand what you're saying and respond accordingly. Now, as I say, how you contain that, how you bound that within a game world, and prevent that conversation going off on weird tangents, that's for developers to kind of work out. But that's even more amazing than I thought it was at first, when I just thought it was the fact that you didn't have to write dialogue for the NPCs. AI just did that. No, this is even more powerful because you're actually using natural language to interact with these NPCs, and the NPCs are responding to what you say, not with a script, but through the power of AI. Anyway, back to Clive in the past. However, as I say, a games developer would have to create the sort of 4 or 5 or even more different text strings for what this guy is going to say. However, with this, they don't have to. They've just used AI to basically give this character motivation and make sure that it kind of imparts some relative information. And that's it. The developer doesn't have to generate loads and loads of text. And that's what we're going to see. If I put the desktop up, you'll see here.
Hey Jen, how are you?
Unfortunately, not so good.
How come?
I am worried about the crime around here. It's gotten bad lately. My ramen shop got caught in the crossfire.
Can I help?
If you want to do something about this, I have heard rumors that the powerful crime lord Kuman Aoki is causing all sorts of chaos in the city. He may be the root of this violence.
I'll talk to him. Where can I find him?
I have heard he hangs out in the underground fight clubs on the city's east side.
So all this language that Jin is responding is not preset text. All they've done is used AI to give the NPC a background story and character and some key bits of information to respond to. But they've not actually put in, there's not some developer here that's actually written in all these text strings. I have heard he hangs out in the underground fight clubs on the city's east side. All they've told it is the motivation of the character and the information it needs to impart. And then the rest, it just automatically responds to the lines of text that you, your gamer character, asks it.
Try there.
Okay, I'll go.
Be careful, Kai.
And there you are, you've got your mission in this, sort of made up game. You've got your mission. So that's a tool that's been developed by GeForce there using their NVIDIA RTX cards, the kind of probably 4080 and above, to allow developers to basically create NPCs and the dialogue of those NPC characters, those gaming characters, using AI. So they don't have to kind of create all the specific text that is necessary. All they're going to have to do is put the character prompting. And then they can just concentrate on the text they're going to give to the main gamer character, the character that you are playing. And then the AI NPCs will respond using AI. So it's going to be a massive, massive tool for developers. And I think it's a small step to be able to have real interaction with NPCs to a point where actually what you as a character says is not limited by a set number of text strings, but you can actually kind of respond and ask questions in a much kind of fuller way. The problem with that within a game, obviously, is how do you contain it? But hey, there are cleverer developers and cleverer people out there than me that can work that out. This is going to be a massive, massive time saver for developers who create those massive games with loads of NPC interaction, like Cyberpunk and like The Witcher 3 and things like that. This is going to be a game changer for developers like that, and hopefully for gamers like us. Anyway, I just thought I'd share that. I think it's really, really interesting what NVIDIA is doing in the AI space. So, as I said, it's no wonder their stock value has shot up recently. It's because they really understand that AI is the next big thing. I mean, on a level of like, oh, the internet, it's that big, and NVIDIA is all in on it, and it's very, very exciting what that means for games, let alone anything else. Anyway, I hope you found that interesting. I hope you found it useful. If you did, then please hit the likes, because I like it, YouTube likes it, and it helps people like you find content like this. Oh yeah, and if you're new to my channel, why don't you hit that subscribe button, toggle that notification bell, and that way you'll know when I go live with content just like this. Oh yeah, talking of content just like this, why don't you check out the content over here? These videos here. I think you'll enjoy. Thank you.